The story of the film begins with Ajay Patnaik conducting a raid in his classic style before sunrise. The target is the king of Rajasthan, who is enjoying a pool party in his palace. But this raid was happening at the place of a very big king of Rajasthan, due to which the king becomes completely flustered. The king, angered by this raid, orders his men to fire bullets and cannons at the team of income tax officers, and has all his treasure loaded onto a truck and sent elsewhere. On one side, the king's men were trying to stop these income tax officers, while on the other side, the king was sending all his treasure to another place by truck. But if Patnaik is after him, how can that one escape? I knew how to read that if a raid is conducted at the king's place, he will try to save all his treasure. Therefore, Ajay Patnaik very cleverly seized his truck. But after seizing the king's treasure, he does something that is hard for you, me, and everyone else to believe. So, to settle the king's case, he demands a bribe of 20 million rupees. So, when the income tax officer finds out about this, they arrange for a Mars transfer. When Malini learns about this, she tells her husband Ajay Patnaik, "Don't say anything, just by looking at your eyes. It's clear how honest you are. You can't take a bribe." After which, Ajay Patnaik has now become indifferent, and his daughter and wife Malini, who are troubled by frequent transfers, are also with him. On the other hand, we see Rameshwar ji, who is spending his time in jail because he has been in this jail for the past 7 years and he wants to be released from jail as soon as possible. And whenever Rameshwar remembers Ajay Patnaik, he always says only one thing, that he doesn't know whose life Patnaik would be ruining. Now Ajay Patnaik has become a burden. Ajay is seen entering the feast. 1. Large posters of the minister. These posters talk about public welfare, and in the minister's eyes, there is love for the people. Then Ajay sees the face of Manohar Donkar alias Dada Bhai for the first time. Dada Bhai is a servant of the people. When he had nothing, he still served the people, and as a result, the people made him a minister. To serve the people, Dada Bhai has opened a foundation in the name of his mother, Sushma, where many people work and earn money. Dada Bhai places his mother above God, and every morning he worships her and bows his head at her feet. Dada Bhai's image is as clean, and this is what raises suspicion for Ajay. So, the very next day, Ajay Patnaik joins duty. People they know that actually I, Ajay Patnaik, have come here because of bribery. But Ajay is not affected by all these things. When he found out about Dhankar Bhai here, he just started trying to find out about him. After all, who is Dada Bhai? What does he do? And how does he do it? After finding out everything, Ajay was fully ready to raid Dada Bhai's house. He checked several places where he found out about cash, gold, land documents, and many other things indicating black money. He reports all these things to his senior officer and is able to issue a warrant. But he says that until he gets any evidence, he cannot issue a warrant. But reading does not delay us one. Bond sends papers for 32 warrants, and then they have to be signed. And then the very next morning, he arrives to conduct the raid. But before this raid, a flashback scene is shown. When we had found out everything before conducting the raid, he found out everything about Dada Bhai, discovered his black money. He said gold is hidden. How much money is in the foundation where the gas is located? These were all the things Ajay Patnaik had discovered, which is why he had sent the papers for the warrant to his office. And when Ajay Patnaik reached Dada Bhai was not surprised because he knew that he would not find anything here. But Ajay Patnaik had come here with his entire force. And moreover, Dada Bhai's mother also insisted that her son could do no wrong. However, Ajay Patnaik had a warrant, so they started checking Dada Bhai's house and began extracting black money from there. But it was too late, and nothing was recovered from Dada Bhai's place. Seeing all these things, Ajay Patnaik was completely astonished because despite having all the information, he found nothing here. However, He still wants to go to the Patna Foundation and check everything. But outside, the public has gathered and they were shouting slogans against the income tax department. So, Dada Bhai says that you cannot go in front of these people. You will need my help. So I will take you with me to the foundation where we will all go and check whether you find anything there or not. Amey Patnaik had received information about the foundation here, and moreover, outside the foundation, there is a statue of a hand. Amey Patnaik had checked that it was made of gold, but now when it was checked, it was found to be made of brass. Seeing all these things, Amey Patnaik was completely astonished as to how this could happen. Then Dada Bhai tells Patnaik that next time you come, let me know so that I can keep a few things here. Even Collier is not feeling good about you leaving like this. The next day, we learn that a committee is set up against Patnaik and he is suspended by the income tax department. On the other hand, when Ramesh Behramji heard all this news in jail, he was also very happy that Patnaik had finally been suspended. But he also knew that he would not give up so easily, and Ramesh Behram had also come out on parole. On the other hand, Amey Patnaik has been suspended, but he will not give up so easily. At that moment, Patnaik remembers an incident when there was a protest against the income tax department, and an uncle approached him and slipped a note into Patna's pocket, which had Neha Rathore written on it, who is an employee of the railway. The information also reveals that Neha Rathore was actually Dada Bhai's ex-girlfriend, but she is no longer in this world because she died in an accident. Now I start finding out everything about Neha Rathore from Patna, and here it is revealed about Dada Bhai's other face, that he rapes girls and gets them jobs. Dada Bhai has done this with many girls. He gets them jobs and in return uses them and buys their land at cheap prices. All these things had come to Amey Patnaik's knowledge, which is why he hires a lawyer who is a very reluctant lawyer, and they file a bill here against Dada Bhai, which was related to land. Hearing this, Dada Bhai was completely shocked because all these things could create problems for him, but he would also solve them, after which, the next day an entry takes place. London Sudhir, an officer from the income tax department, who has come to us in place of Patna, but this man is also completely dishonest. We come to know this because Lalan Sudhir, on the very day he joined duty, he went to Dada Bhai's place that very day and said to him that I will fully support and cooperate with you. You just let me know where to raid and where not to. I will not go against you at all. I will do exactly as you say. Now, the next morning we see that Lalan Sudhir, along with many officers from the income tax department, is going to raid the house of a man named Vikram, where he finds 200 million rupees, and later it is revealed that all this money actually does not belong to Vikram, but rather it belongs to Dada Bhai. But Lalan Sudhir was not aware of this, nor did Dada Bhai tell Lalan Sudhir all these things. Lalan Sudhir had already told them to inform him beforehand where to conduct the raid and where not to. If they told him everything, he wouldn't conduct the raid there at all. This was something that Dada Bhai also liked to some extent, because if he informed him, he wouldn't conduct the raid there. Otherwise, his entire empire would be destroyed, as a lot of Dada Bhai's black money is spread throughout the burden. Next, we see Amey Patnaik, who reaches the income tax department office and tells them some things that even they were surprised to see. He tells them that I have a lot of evidence against Dada Bhai which will prove that Dada Bhai has a lot of black money. So the income tax department officers stop Amey Patnaik's suspension and call him back to work. The officers had to do all these things because Patnaik promised them that he would bring back 500 crore rupees of black money from Dada Bhai's place. If he fails to do this, then this raid will be his last raid, and we find out that at Dada Bhai's place, the raid that Amey Patnaik is going to conduct will be his 75th. And secondly, we see Ramesh Bar, who was present at the new hotel, and Ramesh Bar also knows that this hotel belongs to Dada Bhai. And here Ramesh Bar knows that in this hotel,
Mole is going to be beheaded, and Ram Patna himself will burn and destroy it.
He also says here that when you are ruined yourself, it is very enjoyable to see others being ruined. He knows that Patnaik will definitely conduct a raid here. And how can Ramesh Paji say this with so much experience? The thing is, brother, he already has personal experience. Let's see that Patnaik, along with his entire team, had already arrived at Dada Bhai's new hotel, which was recently built. While on the other hand, we see that Dada Bhai was not even present at the banquet, let alone the new hotel, as he was busy in Delhi due to some rally. Patna's team had a warrant, and they could search for black money here, which is why they conducted a raid and checked for black money. They found so much black money here that the officers here remarked that sometimes they regret not taking bribes. When Dada Bhai learned that a raid had already taken place at the new hotel, he was completely flustered and immediately set off from Delhi. We know that the entire team was astonished to see so much gold and money. Dada Bhai had already reached Poj. Dada Bhai knows very well how we can stop Patnaik and his team. So he brings a lot of people with him to his new hotel who were going to attack them here. They were very dangerous, but the police tried to stop them. Yet this attempt fails because there were so many of them. This fact is also well known to Patna that if these people enter, their death is certain and this raid will be completely wasted. Then an idea comes to Patna's mind and he breaks the large window on the upper floor. And from the window, they start showering notes. Now, the people who were about to attack them were busy collecting the notes. Seeing this, Dada was also completely astonished, and as a result, we Patnaik, along with our entire team, set off safely. After which Amey Patnaik goes to another place, and from there they also take out the hand of the statue filled with gold. And now they had also started going there. When Dada Bhai arrives here with a lot of people, the police were not very present here, and now they were just about to kill Amey Patnaik when Dada Bhai's mother comes in front of all those people, causing everyone to stop. And Malini had brought all the girls here with whom Dada Bhai had committed atrocities. Moreover, Dada Bhai's truth is exposed in front of the entire public. Everyone is informed about what kind of image Dada Bhai has, what he has done with these girls. All these things become known to Dada Bhai. The public was already outraged, and moreover, Dada Bhai's mother was also angry with him. She leaves after slapping him twice. Now, just as everyone was about to kill Dada Bhai, Amey Patnaik stops them and says that you should not take the law into your own hands. It is the law that will punish him. After which, Dada Bhai is also sent to jail where he met Ramesh Paji, whose parole had ended and he had also returned to jail. And with this, the video ends here. So friends, I hope you like this video. If you like the video, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you keep getting the latest and fresh content like this.